Oh gosh. Well, we just closed out the 2 most profitable months we've ever had on the channel, and it might just be time for a big investment for the next big step. Since we started this YouTube channel years ago, I've invested every single penny generated from the channel directly right back into the garage and everything we do here. Those of you that have been around for a little while will know this. This isn't my job. I have a cumbersome full-time job, but this is my passion and partially why we're out here on a weekend on a Saturday morning at 7 a.m. waking up my neighbors. But what we are doing today is taking a look at what is the next big step for the channel. The month of January and the month of February have been the most profitable months we've ever had, and it's time to think about what is that next step, that next investment to help us continue to grow here in this place I call paradise. The 2022 year model for the Silverado with the online configurator is now available, and I have not personally looked at it yet. I haven't seen the prices. What we're gonna do today is configure what might be that next big step for the channel, the 2022 Silverado or Silverado ZR2. And we're gonna look at and reveal what I actually paid for this 2020 Silverado LT Trail Boss just a few years ago. It might surprise you. I'm terrified for what the new trucks are gonna be priced at. Not looking forward to that. All right, guys, so here's the fun part. We're gonna look at a few different things. The first thing we're gonna look at and show you is actually what I paid brand new for the 2020 Silverado. So we do have the 2020 Silverado LT Trail Boss. It does have the 5.3 liter engine, so it is a bit cheaper than the 6.2. MSRP on this truck was $56,240. So a $56,000 brand new truck, sticker price. Now what we actually walked out of the dealership paying was only $44,960. So got 45 grand for a brand new truck, which was at the time really expensive in my point of view. But today this would actually be, I think, pretty cheap. Now what we're gonna look at here is 2 different things. So the first thing we're gonna look at is if I were to buy this exact same truck today, what it would cost me MSRP, because the days of actually working with a dealership and actually getting a smoking deal are really long gone. Then what we're gonna look at is actually what is gonna be that next step on the channel. We wanna continue to show you guys some exciting content, and really that comes with the top level trims a lot of the times. The ZR2 package of the Silverado. Let's dive in. Now, in full transparency, I actually have not even gotten to the website to look at these trucks or prices, so you're gonna be seeing it first from my point of view, which would be available if I had internet service. I hate my internet provider. I need to go reset my router. Again, for the 4th time today. The fun begin. Here we go. Build and price. We've got 33 matches, everything from a Chevy Spark, Chevy Trax, Trailblazer, Malibu. We were actually looking at a Tahoe a little bit over the last few months, and I don't like the body style. And the more and more I look at it, I just can't stand the way it's shaped from the side and the back. That would have been a fun content vehicle because there's really no one really out there creating content with the Tahoes, and I know they sell a ton of them. Why not? This would be the funniest. Look at it. So 2022 Silverado LTD, crew cab, short bed, 4-wheel drive, 5.3 with the 10-speed. Of course we got black. Horrible color. White is horrible. Convenience 2 package. Performance upgrade package for $2,300. What do you get? You get an intake system and a cat pack exhaust. No thank you. But you don't get the heated steering wheel anymore. All right, guys, there it is. $58,460. Now, to be transparent, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. MSRP has increased about $2,200. So a 3% increase in 2 years for the exact same truck. Sounds bad, but with inflation right now, about 7% year over year. So for my actual profession, my actual job, we've seen cost increases over 8% in the materials we need to produce kind of on a day-to-day basis. It's gonna be a little bit different industry to industry, but from a consumer point of view, 3% increase on cost for the exact same thing isn't that bad, to be honest. But the big problem here is, 2 years ago, we were never talking MSRP. We would get a decent deal by working with a dealership. That is now $58,000 because the ability to negotiate is long gone. That increase is not 3%. That sucker is 30%. You're gonna pay 30% more for the exact same truck I have currently for the exact same thing because that's just what you have to do today, which totally sucks. Ouch, that hurts. But let's go ahead and look at the one we would actually consider, which is the new ZR2. The styling is growing on me a little bit, guys. That front end, I hated that front end a few months ago. But I think after they've released these last couple new 2022 Silverado and the stylings, this one looks so much better, or those look so bad. It makes this one look way better. Color-wise, I actually like the blue color. Believe it or not, I have a lot of black cars. My wife is actually obsessed with black cars. That's kind of why we went that route. But my truck is a dark Ming metallic blue, as you can see over my shoulder. It's actually a blue truck. I'm a big fan of blue. Let's configure a black one just for the sake of the channel. So black is actually a cheaper option, $400 cheaper. But already, before we even get too far into it, 67 grand. That is, whew. Heads-up display, heck yeah. I'm a big fan of the heads-up display, and we definitely probably invest. I'd put 2 grand towards just to have that. Let's see, assist step. No, I don't need assistance stepping into my truck. I'm not at that age yet, but when I do get that age and I need help getting into my truck, I'm just gonna put myself on the ground. So wheel options, we have the aluminum machine face wheel. Wheel's not gonna matter because you'd upgrade those anyways. 323 rear axle, engine block heater, don't need it, we live in Texas. To be honest, I don't know if I'd do a sunroof. If it were the full panoramic roof, that would be completely different like the Fords and the Rams have. But this truck, they still did a little goofy sunroof that is like the same as you put on a Camaro. Now this is the interior I want. It's about time that Chevy kind of stepped up its game a little bit and upgraded what needed to be upgraded probably a generation ago. I think this upgrade is gonna really bring it up to parity with Ford and maybe Ram. I think Ram is still a step ahead of this. I love the digital gauge cluster. That is pretty dang cool. The big LCD screen and that big 13 inches as it wraps around. Floor shifter, I wish it would still be a column shifter. There's something about being a truck and being able to have that column shifter. It just feels good. But at least it's not a button or a knob. The interior looks great. Two-tone seats, you got the stitching in there. Ouch! Ooh, that hits hard. 70 grand. To be honest, I'm actually a fan of this right now. This is actually, I don't know if it's growing on me, but the styling looks good. I wish they would have gone more aggressive, going to that next level of the ZR2. It's very capable off-road, but I understand GM's targeting a different consumer than would buy a TRX or a Raptor. It's really a trail runner versus a Baja type truck. But I think the average enthusiast like me loves kind of the Baja look and the capabilities. And to be honest, everybody wants to jump a truck. Everybody does. So we're sitting about just over 70 grand. If I would have saw that price, you know, like growing up, going through college and stuff, I would like laugh and just kind of close the computer and walk away. But there's possibility with this. So now I don't make quote unquote YouTuber money, but I invest every penny from the channel back into the channel. So this is doable. If we finance this thing, that monthly payment is doable from the ad revenue from you guys watching these videos. And I can't thank you guys enough for that, because it gives me the ability to think about these things that can continue to help grow the channel, which will in turn create more ad revenue and create more vehicles and content. I just love this and the idea of reinvesting all the money into this just to make it bigger and better for you guys. $71,925. We're getting around this. $71,900. My goodness, that is expensive for a vehicle. From $45,000 on our current truck, moving us to $71,900 would be an increase of 59.9 freaking percent. Nearly a 60% increase in cost for the new ZR2. That is significant. Now the big question is, over the next few months, this is really gonna make this channel really accelerate to what I think it can become, or really completely break my bank. So I need your inputs below. Put it in the comments, what route should we go? Should we go for the ZR2? Should we go for that next level of Silverado? Or potentially utilize some of those funds and that investment in different ways amongst the vehicles we have currently in the garage? What if we took our 07 Silverado, got ourselves a Hellcat power plant, and dropped a Hellcat in the OG? Is that controversial enough to drive some entertainment? So we have a lot of routes we can go here, and I think this input from you guys is gonna be critical for me in this decision. Should we go to ZR2? Should we continue to invest dollars in our 2020 Silverado? Should we trade this sucker in on a new ZR2. We can go a million different ways right now, but I need your help to really make that decision, because the next few months are going to be critical for this channel as we decide where our big investments are going to lie. So it's a lot of fun, guys, a lot of fun to think about. But today is not over yet. We have some fun happening today over at the OG's house. He's made some progress on his 99 Silverado. We'll give you guys a look, but we're also gonna try to retrofit an exhaust system from the 2020 on his truck. This is gonna go for a bit. We're gonna call that a success, guys. Borla S-Type, full system, boom. And a Camaro ZL1, and even I got a special passenger. And I promise it's not gonna be a crazy drive. Just gonna take it easy. Just gonna take it real easy. Man, I tell you what, people these days spend a lot of money on subscriptions like Headspace or Calm for meditation and mindfulness. This is my meditation, and it ain't calm, it ain't peaceful, and it is rowdy, but man, it makes me feel better than anything else in the world. I freaking love this car so much. So setting quick context for the rest of this video, we're running over to my dad's house, which I call the OG. He's got a 1999 Silverado. And what we're doing is seeing if we can repurpose the Borla S-Type on his 1999. We're pulling up here in a second, and the good news is, I haven't heard any massive like clanging or banging from the crap in the trunk, so I guess my hacking skills are on point. Hi!
Hi!
It's just me. Sorry, disappointing.
Okay, that's okay.
The minions are on their way.
Good. Come in, come in.
I've got rock chips all over the bottom here.
From what?
Well,
just now?
20 years of four-wheeler.
Oh, 20 years.
Yeah,
like, I figure you haven't driven very far with it looking like this. For context, guys, my older brother was the first one to drive this truck in high school. When he graduated, I took it over, drove this truck in high school. And then when I graduated, I left to go back to Hawaii. This thing stayed here. What my dad has been doing over the last, what's it been, 8 months now? And this is where it's led him.
You got to cut all the way down to the metal to get the daggum clear coat off.
Now, I do want to point out the best contraption you've come up with yet. Plexiglass. And put it over the top of the windshield and then taped off everything else. So when he goes to spray it, he can still drive around with the plexi, yeah, brilliant.
Plexiglass.
Call that redneck engineering.
See my tips? Are they upside down?
This is just greatness.
You put it in your car?
Yes. It's my parts vehicle.
You are crazy.
What happened to Mark? He's on his head. All right, situation update, guys. This, unfortunately, is not going to work. So, a 22-year-old truck will not fit the latest generation's exhaust system. It doesn't surprise me, but I'm just kind of bummed about it. The biggest problem is this driver's side where that comes up and over and back down. There's nothing we can do to really alleviate those angles besides bending this thing substantially. But once you start bending that, it's going to be more work than just go ahead and buy the $300-400 catback exhaust for this truck. It's not going to be worth tearing up this $2,000 system to make it work. Oh gosh. Well, next up is his paint, guys, and it's be coming here in the next, I think, few weeks. Moral of the story is, if you want to see this thing come to life, let me know. Leave it in the comments below, because we're about nearing the fun part of this build. He's done all the crappy work that no one likes to do. It just takes forever.
A blower and NOS.
See, I do want to do a 6.0 swap on this thing. Hey, your mom's gonna kill you.
Oh, Mika. Look at you. Okay.
Well, all right. Well, that didn't go according to plan, but we'll make another plan.
Yep. There's always a plan B. That doesn't work, plan C. After that, we just don't need mufflers.
I'll help you pull it out. All right, guys. back to the garage. Well guys, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me till this point in the video. If you're still here watching this, you guys are the real ones. Thank you so much for the support. The fact that we can play around with an idea of buying a $72,000 truck to make videos about for content is absolutely insane, but I couldn't be more grateful. A quick reminder, 100,000 subscribers, we get to break ground on a brand new shop. Wife doesn't think it's gonna happen this year, but I know it's going to, so please, if you haven't yet. But that's gonna do it for today, guys. We will catch you in a few days for our next video here in paradise. Till that day comes, y'all take care, and we hope, aloha.
Now we